How do children with a diagnosis of autism spectrum disorder, or ASD, acquire language? This was one of our guiding questions that our group considered at the beginning of the semester. ASD is a developmental disability that affects behavior and communication. Linguistic differences between neurotypical children and children with ASD are not yet fully understood. Children with ASD often have difficulty acquiring and expressing language. As a result, children with ASD often have difficulty communicating and interacting with other people, exhibit limited interests and repetitive behaviors, and tend to experience other symptoms that inhibit their abilities to function well at home, work, or school. Despite some of the difficulties associated with ASD, some forms of early intervention have been linked to improvements in behavioral and communication development for children between the ages of infancy through 4 years old. Early intervention programs often focus on building relationships, inspiring natural play, and encouraging interaction and communication with peers and adults. The Denver Early Start Model, or ESDM, in particular, was one of these early intervention programs that we decided would be useful to study. The purpose of our research proposal was to examine how a specific form of early intervention, in this case the Denver Early Start Model, can support the development of expressive and receptive language skills among children with ASD. We hypothesized that children between the ages of infancy and 4 years old with autism spectrum disorder who receive speech pathology services through the Early Start Denver model will make better progress towards expressive language development than children with ASD who do not receive similar speech pathology or early intervention services. Before establishing our proposed research methodologies, we conducted a wide-ranging literature review. First, we focused on the definition of ASD and its effects on language development. Next, we examined a range of studies on ASD and its impacts on language development, followed by an examination of existing research on the influences on language development for young children with ASD. Social influences, as well as parental involvement, constituted two of the greatest factors impacting language acquisition and development for children with ASD. Finally, we reviewed and discussed the literature on the Early Start Denver model as a model for early intervention and language development. We developed a variety of conclusions from the literature review. One of the most notable conclusions was that children with ASD generally have impaired morphology and syntax, making it difficult for them to form words and understand complex grammatical structures. As a result, they use language that is less grammatically complex in comparison to their neurotypical peers or even children with other developmental disabilities. Secondly, we confirmed through this literature review that children with ASD who exhibit signs of early language delays have a greater risk for delays in developing vocabulary, syntax, and morphology, especially without early intervention programs and participating in them. We also made two distinctions among children with ASD that are important to consider: high verbal ASD and low verbal ESD. Not all children struggle in the same way in developing language, especially if they have autism spectrum diagnosis. Next, we concluded that when parents support language development in their children with ASD and have their children participate in early intervention programs, children with ASD tend to experience greater success in language development and acquisition. Finally, we concluded that the Denver Early Start model is particularly effective for children with ASD between 12 and 48 months old. When it came to establishing the methodology for our study, we created a methodology that seemed appropriate given our hypothesis and the demographics of our study. So we created a hybrid qualitative-quantitative approach because we thought that would be best. For the qualitative component, we split the methodology into two main components. First, there were parent interviews conducted at the beginning and end of the research. And second, continued researcher observation of the participants throughout the study, in which the researcher observes the individual's behaviors, social interactions, and language development indicators. For the quantitative component of our methodology relies on the Diagnostic Observation Schedule, 2nd edition, or ADOS-2, for the baseline assessment, and the level assessment on a weekly basis throughout the study. At the end of the study, we used the PDD Behavior Inventory, or PDD-BI, to measure language growth in participants. The PDD-BI assesses responsiveness to intervention in children with autism spectrum diagnosis. We also utilize a clinician-administered test of comprehension and production. Through this research proposal and its methodology, we hope that we can better understand the effects of the Early Start Denver model on receptive and expressive language development for children with one of the most complicated developmental disabilities. Thank you for watching.